New and never-before seen images and details are emerging more than a year after the deadly collision between a Baltimore City school bus and an MTA bus. The catastrophic crash claimed the lives of several people. WJZ is live along Frederick Avenue where the wreck happened. George Solis combing through the hundreds of pages put out today by the NTSB. George?
That's right. Good evening, Mary. It was more than a year ago that this fence here along the road was lined with posters in remembrance of the victims of that deadly November 2016 crash. Now, more than 2,000 pages of a comprehensive report detailing all of the key players involved in that crash, including information about that school bus driver, Glenn Chappell, have been released. Newly released pictures now revealing a closer look at the jaw-dropping aftermath of the deadly collision between a Baltimore City school bus and MTA bus more than a year ago. The image is part of more than 2,000 pages of information released Thursday by the National Transportation Safety Board about the crash back on November 1st of 2016. Chopper 13 over the scene at the time of the early morning wreck that claimed 6 lives and injured at least a dozen others. Some survivors left traumatized.
Can't really go back to work. I tried to go, I couldn't do it, my body wouldn't let me.
The preliminary federal investigation into the crash primarily centered on school bus driver Glenn Chappell. Investigators quickly finding Chappell suffered from a history of seizures and other medical conditions that should have kept him from ever being behind the wheel. They also found he'd been involved in several other crashes over the years, and 8 days before the deadly accident, coworkers called 911 because they believed he was having a seizure. WJZ speaking with his grandson days after the crash.
So physical or medical background check was done, and they found that he had a condition like this, then they absolutely should not have given him the position.
Thursday's report, including a comprehensive medical background on Chappell, which notes the chief medical examiner found the cause of the death was multiple injuries from the accident. However, that same report also details Chappell's failure to report and habit of denying having any medical issues to certified medical examiners. The report also shows images and details the speed of the school bus moments before the crash. In the past, the NTSB suggested major reforms in the way the city and state vet school bus drivers. The city did cut ties with the company that hired Chappell. Earlier this year, an independent audit of the crash found that the city wasn't doing enough to prevent a similar crash from occurring. City schools firing back, saying many of the changes and criticisms pointed out had already been implemented or corrected. Now, later this month, the NTSB is holding a special meeting to discuss more of their findings as well as recommendations on how to prevent similar crashes from occurring. Live tonight, George Solis reporting for WJZ.
George, thank you. And we have a link to the NTSB report on our website, WJZ.com.